Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yolanda and welcome to my Soul Slings. So we're at a different background, as you guys can see. It's quite messy, but that's okay. It's the content, quality content that matters. But it's basically, yes, so welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be just talking about a topic that's been heavy on my heart for a hot minute. But basically, I'm gonna be talking about it's not an era, it's a lifestyle. And so yes, let's get into this video. A lot of the times we see videos like, oh my gosh, like I'm glowing up, like glowing up for the summer, or like winter reset, or like, you know, like all those kinds of YouTube videos. And I'm guilty of making it. Like, I'm not in the clear, I am guilty of making it. But you know, one misunderstanding I feel like with these videos is that like you can just like coast through life and then like, oh yeah, like one day just like let me just turn my life around, which is okay, you know. Like sometimes like we fall into things and want to turn it around. But you know, as I was thinking about the concept of it, because it's all about the principle, I think that we should always like every day be constantly striving to, you know, working towards bettering ourselves, not just like one singular day. Like even if you think about it, like the things that people do in glow ups, it's like you're doing your hair, you're doing your nails, you're cleaning your room, and all of those are maintenance things. Maintenance meaning you're gonna have to continuously keep up. It's not just like a wander down, like I'm not just gonna do my hair for once and then like leave it for the rest of my life. Like my hair is gonna be big nappy for sure. And yeah, it's like a huge maintenance thing that you're always just gonna have to keep up. And I think, you know, with our relationships with Christ, it's something that like you just as much have to keep up, because it's not a maintenance thing, but it's a relationship, and relationships like that require work. It requires, you know, communicating daily, and then that's really important and essential to it, so that you guys can like talk to each other, like understand like, you know, how they're doing, especially at long distance. Like it's something crucial for me and my boyfriend's relationship. But yeah, like I feel like so often, especially in our generation now, seems like so relevant, and maybe it was like this before, but we're not worried about the past, we're worried about it now. And the instant culture of just like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna fix this now and it's gonna be like done and over with, or just like I need this done, this or that. But sometimes things take work, and sometimes I just feel like, you know, like in our generation, it's just like we focus so much like on like the short-term goal in that sense, but not really like long-term, like what things can do for us. And once again, like I'm guilty of it. Like some things, it's just that. And I feel like, you know, if we really prioritize to really like immerse ourselves, like, and rather instead of spending time watching Netflix or scrolling on social media, because sometimes like when I pick up my phone, it's like I'm scrolling through social media. Like let's say I'm supposed to be like reading the Bible or something, like why is it like so hard sometimes to pick that up, but to pick up my phone, like I can do it so easily. And I hate having like that, which is why I feel like part of like that habitual like good habits that we should be building is like picking it up, or like praying before we do anything, whether it be good or bad, in the morning before we eat, before we go to bed, and things like that. Okay, this is me editing, but I think just a huge part that I was trying to really convey is like, instead of spending time like on maintaining things, like temporary things especially, and like not saying that you shouldn't entirely like, oh, like fix the things going on that you want to like update with yourself, but just like spending also that time and giving that same energy to building that relationship with God, and really immersing yourself and really building those good healthy habits as well, because I think it's just as important and it's more fulfilling too. Are really good. And like, yes, there's gonna be some periods of your life like you know, where things happen when it's hard, or when you feel like so much is coming at you, or it's just like, you know, like, oh my gosh, like the Lord this or that, like where it's hard to trust the Lord through some times. But I promise you, like it'll be worth it as long as you give him a chance to like really move in your life. And I feel like a part of that is, you know, as small as just building those small habits of things that can really like connect you more with him, which is why I was saying like reading the scriptures and praying, because that's what helped me a lot. Like even beginning this journey, like I can't date back to like when I began the journey of, it was sometime last year, like first semester of school last year. But I remember I don't know what ignited me to go to church again, but ever since I went back there, I was like, you know what, God, like, I don't know what I'm doing, like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just gonna give you my heart and try to give you a chance here. And even though I didn't like know where it was gonna take me, I continued. And right now I have 2 journals. This is the first one I got from the church that I go to currently. This is my prayer journal, and I have a regular journal that I take to church on Sundays, and I take to youth groups, and I write notes about scriptures I read daily. And having both of these has really helped me, especially the prayer journey, like glancing like how my life was back then, and like how constantly like him being in my life has tremendously like changed me for the better. Like even yesterday racing my race, like it was just a whole different type of energy I've ever ran with. But there's been some days like where I've not immersed myself and I just feel so off, and it just like really just feels meant to be the like truly like living the lifestyle, and having him in like in your life is so much more better than being inconsistent. But I understand things happen, people go through things, and it's like sometimes it's hard, especially, you know, to begin with, or even being in it. Like it's gonna get hard being a Christian. Like once you step into that, it's like you have to like really choose, like, am I really gonna give him a chance, or am I just gonna live for the world? Am I just going to like, you know, give up? And I promise you, like if you really, you know, hold fast, like I promise, if you really press forward, if you really just be patient with yourself and with God and his timing, like, you know, you can get through whatever it is. And it's truly not like an era like, oh my gosh, like I'm just gonna be like Christian, like, you know, like it's not like an aesthetic or anything like that. It's truly like a lifestyle to live. Like I'm not doing it just for looks, like behind the camera, like I'm living this. Yes, there's some things, and I tell you guys, like right now I'm going through it. Like one of the hardest things for me to give up right now that I've struggled with for so long is music. Like it's just so hard to, especially since like when I'm running and all. And but for the most part, like other than that, I've tried to like listen to a lot more like worship music, which has tremendously helps. But yes, I just really think that if we try to look at Christianity and just religion as a whole as like living and as a lifestyle, and not just like, oh, for a period of my life, or just like for a few days, or just, oh, for this video, like you can really see like how the Lord is really like, it's for you, and like really like he wants you best benefit, and he's not just there for you like in one period of like one period of your life. Like he's constantly always gonna be there with you, and he's rooting for you, but he just wants you to give more than just like a small period. It's like he will change your life for the better forever, you know. Like I may have not known God as I've known him like I do now, but I know he's always been with me through since I was a young girl. Like I remember I used to pray about things. He's just not here for temporary, he's here forever, he's here for the long run. So fasten your seatbelts because he's not going anywhere. And so yeah, that's all I have to say today. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Peace is already at.